Welcome to Canvas Prep for the spring and summer 2022 semesters. This is Mika, and we are going to review this document. If you do not wish to watch the video and just want to click the corresponding links, then you may visit go.uncg.edu/canvasprep. You'll find that URL in the upper right corner. Let's get into it. All right, so here's the date everyone's been waiting on. Courses are going to be released on November 18th. In order to find your courses, you'll need to navigate to our Canvas website at uncg.instructure.com, and you will find your spring and summer courses all the way at the bottom where it has unpublished courses. Now, a lot of you like to get started early, and that is fantastic. And if you'd like to do that, we encourage you to create a dev course. A dev course is also called a sandbox. And if you click this link, it tells you a little bit more about those sandboxes and what they are. It's really exactly what it sounds like. It is a place to play and create and grow. A sandbox is not a course for students to be enrolled in. So this is why I have the information about Canvas orgs. For those of you who manage advising courses in Canvas, please make sure that these are Canvas orgs and not a dev site or a sandbox. Students should not be in those. If you have any of those courses, then you are encouraged to click this link for the Canvas org and make sure that you make the request that it is changed to a Canvas organization. This is a request that you can make, so please make sure you maintain or bookmark this Canvas Prep document so you will have this URL. Now, once you create your development course, you will import your course into your official banner-related shell. Again, those official banner-related shells will be released on November 18th. And when you click this link, it takes you to a Canvas guide, and it shows you exactly how to import. You're just going to go under Settings. Once you get to Settings, you're going to go to the far right. You'll see Import Course Content, and then you will simply copy a Canvas course. In most cases, this is going to be that dev course that you have created. If it is not, and it is your previous course that you taught in a previous semester, you're just going to migrate the content over. Now, here's the thing. Many people often just select all content, but we recommend that you select specific content, because if you select all content, what you will find is that you have a lot of cleaning up to do. So take the extra 5 minutes to select specific content. It will allow you to weed out all of the old announcements, all of anything discussions from previous students that you do not want in your new class. Additionally, we recommend that you adjust these events and due dates. When you adjust the dates, this saves you the time of having to take out all of those spring 2021 dates, and it will automatically update for the spring of 2022. Is it perfect? Not at all, because of course we have to consider dates like spring break and any other dates that we may have missed. And of course, spring 2021 was a totally different beast, and we had to adjust, especially if you are importing from spring 2020. So just make sure that you adjust those events and due dates to make your life a little bit easier. When you do select specific content, then you will have the ability to select which content you want, because another option will be presented to you under the current jobs. So this example here is when they are selecting specific content, and you will select your files, you'll select your test, you'll select a lot of different things, and it will automatically import into your course. So we've covered the create and import, we've covered date verification and how to shift to, and this should be spring 2022. Now, one thing I want you to notice is that if you forget, you can do a bulk update. So once you go under assignments in your course, you'll notice here that you can open your assignment dates, and this is where you have your bulk update. It will show every assignment that you have. You can have another calendar open on another window, and then you can just switch all of those dates in one setting. So this is your backup should you fail to adjust your dates during the import. Now, Canvas cross-listing. This is what you ask ITCs to do when you are teaching 3 different sections of the same course. So if you're teaching Kinesiology 101 sections 1, 2, and 3, and you just want to maintain one course, this is the Canvas guide that shows you how to do it. This is an instructor level task, and we encourage you to have more agency over your course. That way you're not having to wait on an ITC to get to it. We want you to be able to keep moving, and we don't want you to stop that train of progress. So one thing that you must remember when you are importing cross-listing a course is that you do it before you put anything in any of your courses. That way you don't have to worry about crossing the wrong course. Cross list on November 18th, as soon as those courses come to you, unless Tina or I get to it first. And we have a lot of courses that we plan to cross list ahead of time. But this walks you through it with steps. And if you make a mistake, guess what? I'm going to come right down here. This section right here, decross list the section, is the uh-oh button. So just go back into it the way you follow these directions, decross the course, and everything will return as it was. All right, so moving on. If you do need any help with cross-listing, then of course you are encouraged to go to hhsitc@uncg.edu, and that is Tina and my collaborative inbox. Whomever sees it first will get to it. That is the way to get things done quickly. Now, I'm going to stop here for just a moment because there's a lot of things that you can request via email, but we want to ensure that we are not going to miss anything. We want to make sure that we are answering things as quickly as possible. So when it comes to requesting a new development course, or when it comes to just basic Canvas needs, I'm going to share with you a form. And for those of you who want to get into it now, we're going to go down to this Canvas assistance form. So here's the link to the form. And you'll notice here that this form is going to provide instructors and TAs or GAs with getting you started. So these are the common requests: cross-list or combine a course, enroll in a concluded course, which means that you or another person needs to be put into a course that was taught in the previous semester. So if you have a new faculty member who wants access to an instructor's course from fall of 2019, then this is the link that you'll choose. If you need a sandbox or 2 or 3, select this one. Or if you want to add a person to a course, this is the link that you will select. Adding a person to a course simply means that you'd like to add another teacher or another TA. We ITCs cannot enroll students. Students must officially enroll in a course. So again, this form is to request a cross list if you do not feel comfortable doing it yourself, to enroll in a concluded course, which means from a previous semester. This is an option that we have to ask ITS to do. It does not happen instantaneously. If you'd like to request a Canvas sandbox or a development course, or if you'd like to add another teacher or TA to your course, please bookmark this form and we will ensure that your request is fulfilled as soon as possible. So moving on to engagement. We have created several templates for instructors to utilize if you'd like to create a more engaging homepage. But when it comes to homepages, you have several options here. When you create a course homepage, the recommendations are to do a Canvas front page, which is more of a visual page with tables, pictures, links, anything you can imagine. This is the option for people who are comfortable creating on a blank canvas. Course modules is the second best option, and this is for instructors who set up their course based on unit, based on weeks, based on chapters. This allows for ease of use for students. Syllabus is the third best choice, because if you put a date with every resource that you create for students, the syllabus page will hyperlink directly to that resource. We never recommend that you do an assignment list. That just shows up as a hodgepodge of information, and I guarantee that many students will get confused. Along with the course activity stream, we do not recommend that you use either one of those options. We do not recommend course activity stream or the assignment list. And if you need to choose your home page, please go back to this link and follow the directives, and it will get you going. Course cards. Course cards are another way to increase engagement in your course. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the course card, it is the image that we see on the Canvas dashboard. So you can do a variety of things with your course cards. You can add simple pictures. You can add GIFs. What you want to do is create a course card that is going to be memorable, that is going to be eye-catching, so that not only you, but your students can easily find their course on what can be a very crowded dashboard like my own. And it shows students a little bit of your personality. So this is where we catch that engagement factor. Moving on to accessibility. Many of you are aware of accessibility.uncg.edu. If you're not, please make sure that you visit that site today. There is a plethora of resources available to ensure that we are adhering to all of the standards and guidelines, especially as it relates to UDL. Another recommendation is to ensure that you are validating your links. We want to make sure that your course and the resources are just accessible for everyone. So when you go into your settings, you're going to go back to the same area where you imported your course, which will be on the far right side. You're going to select Validate Links in Content. What this does is ensure that all those links you sent students to when it comes to a CDC website, that they're still open and valid. We all know that we've been to a website and the page does no longer exist. Canvas will check that for you. Another thing that I want everyone to be aware of is that Google changed some of their policies as it relates to items in Google Drive, and there are going to be some broken links if you have any documents in the past that you have created from Google Drive. So use this course link validator, as you may have to reshare some of your Google Drive documents along with others in your course. You Do It. You Do It is an option that is available to us in our Canvas course. You must enable You Do It the same way you enable Zoom or Panopto, just by going to your course navigation. And You Do It checks for universal design to ensure that you have multiple means of representation for your students, along with the other two factors or standards in UDL, such as headings, alternative text for images, table headers, etc. Please utilize You Do It. It is a wonderful service that is provided through ITS. So, Canvas new quizzes. This is something that will not truly take effect until fall of 2022, but you have the semester of spring and summer 2022 to get ready. So, little thing about it, new quizzes is coming. New quizzes is already available if you'd like to try it. It is a feature that you must turn on in Canvas, such as Canvas Mastery Paths. So if you need to know how to turn it on, we can guide you to that. But you'll find that New Quizzes has a lot of what you've been asking for. We now have student accommodations for the entire course, not just for the quiz. You can shuffle the answers by questions. You can print your quizzes. You can require waiting periods between quiz attempts, as well as a few other things when it comes to hotspot questions. So again, you can access this guide by going to go.uncg.edu. The Canvas guide for new quizzes is here. There are a lot of FAQs. And again, I encourage you to start playing with new quizzes now. ITS, Learning Technology, along with Tina and I, will offer workshops on new quizzes. Please make sure that you are linked or have our calendar linked to your Google Calendar so you can see what we're offering every week. You just click on Tech Tuesdays and this will continue to populate. All right, so this video, this tells you a little bit more about Canvas new quizzes. This video is long. It's about 37 minutes long, but there is a lot of good materials. This is a training session, and I encourage you to grab some coffee, get some cookies, and sit down and really work through it. So we talked about this Canvas assistance form. This is what you want to utilize again when you have a request, as opposed to sending an email. They come fast and furiously, and again, we do not want to miss your request, and we want to get that we want to fulfill it as quickly as we can. If you need additional assistance and you want that live on-demand assistance, we have Tech Tuesdays. Tech Tuesdays are simply a Zoom session, as you can see, every Tuesday at 10 a.m. For the first 10 minutes, we spotlight a tool, and then the remaining hour is just for open office hours. It's just for you to talk about anything that's on your mind. The sessions at the beginning and end of the semester are simply drop-in for anything that you'd like. We have a few other additional resources on this document, such as the course prep resource, which will provide you with links from what we shared in the fall. You have your Canvas checklist, accessibility checklist, another link to our calendar, and just our service offerings. I'd like to call your attention to our service offerings. As you can see here, this is going to take you to a OneNote document, which tells you about the ITCs. It gives you some resources, such as students connecting to SIXTech. We encourage you to link this in your Canvas course for your students. There's some more about accessibility and course design. We have several templates available for your use. We have Canvas tips, and then there's just some fun things here. Things that are dealing with ePortfolios, learning communities, maker spaces. If you wanted to try any of these things, you have a digital toolkit at your fingertips. So please click this link and see what we have. This is updated often, and you're going to find new things available to you in this living document all the time. You'll also notice here that we have a consultation form available to you. So if you would like to schedule a consultation with Tina or I, then please make sure you fill out that form, and we will get you on the calendar as soon as possible. And then finally, we have our newsletter archive, which of course talks about the Digital Pedagogy Spotlight and the Video Spotlight from our YouTube page. And we hope that it has been helpful for you. So again, visit this site, go.uncg.edu/Canvas Prep, so you can have access to these links. We have some new features coming up that you will also see at the bottom of the email in which you access this video. And we look forward to a wonderful holiday season. Have a great day.